Hello good people, Tridot here, and I come with absolutely great news. We have build 23 and well, it's here, it's been released, the level cap has been raised to 40 and there's new content to explore, but that's not really it. Well, we cannot enter Homestead yet, but we can get to it. We can get to the Rift Gate or the Waypoint or whatever you want to call it, and still, that's not it. There's plenty more in the patch notes, so let's go take a look. Alright, here we are. At long last, we're ready to liven up your holiday season with the first segment of Act 3. Yes. Also included is an expansive side region with additional questing through the Pine Barrens, Jagged Waste and Tyrant's Hold, plus other secrets. Other secrets sounds really interesting. Alright, we all know the level cap has been raised to 40. We can get beyond Voldrak's Lair in Smuggler's Pass and venture beyond into the lands leading up to Homestead. Alright, what else is new? We have some tech fixes and added offhand DPS comparison when dual wielding weapons. That's nice. What else do we have? Dropping a stack of items onto the secondary inventory sack buttons now correctly transfers stacks. So there's pretty much little things around here. On the game side, Rift Scourge are now easier to hit with ranged skills. I have not really played a ranged character that much, but I think that is a big improvement for these ranged characters. We got some new lore in Act 2, so that's pretty good on the lore side of things. And we are here on itemization, and this is where it gets really interesting. I have not played build 23 yet, so I do not know what these specific things are, but I will have a video coming for them as soon as possible. Now we got a new item type has been introduced, augments. Augments come in the form of powders, meticulously crafted enchantment, tinctures and poisons used to empower your weapons, rings and necklaces with additional stats. You can earn an augment during an Act 3 quest, but otherwise they are acquired from faction vendors that are coming soon. Now we've all noticed, I think, that we got some reputation. We got the faction reputation, just like in an MMORPG or whatever. And that's been a really interesting concept. I think there might be even dailies to raise that that reputation for a specific faction, but I guess we'll see. Elementium, the shield, the pretty nice, awesome shield, has been redesigned into two epic quality shields. The design of Elementium and its visual appearance told conflicting stories, and we felt that they were better served as separate items. Elementium has been renamed Spirit Eater Bulwark. The vitality resistance was reduced as it was very high for normal difficulty, but the shield now features additional appealing stats. Well, I don't know what to think about that. A new epic shield named Elementium, appropriate for hybrid elemental fighters, has been added. And I haven't seen it, so then again, I don't know what to think about that. Reduce the bonus physical damage on Golem Fist Gavel. Well, that's a big hit for a lot of builds. That's a big hit. Increase the 3-piece set bonus on Maven Sanctuary to 22% elemental damage, up from 15%. That is nice. I was actually using that on one of my characters, so that is nice. Caster weapons can no longer generate affixes, magic and rare that provide bonuses for physical, pierce, trauma and bleed damage types. That is a great change. 4 new rare prefixes and 4 new rare suffixes have been added for shields to support hybrid caster playstyles. I had a hybrid caster in mind, and I think that is pretty awesome. Slightly increase the drop rate of blueprints from bosses and heroes. The boss chests in Alcarna's treasure room now have an additional chance to drop blueprints. In addition, some side bosses now have a bonus chance to drop blueprints for equipment, and it goes on and on with the blueprints, which is great, because the only thing that I was missing was blueprints. And the following relics now require Manticore's eye instead of an ancient heart or tainted brain matter: Death, Chill, Savagery and Slaughter. I have no idea what the Manticore Eye is, but I guess I will see really soon as I start playing build 23. Increase the energy regeneration on the component ectoplasm to 1.0. This component can now also be applied to helms. Interesting. The Ranger's badge blueprint now requires a bristly fur in addition to a frozen heart. Not that interesting. Consumables which grant resistances now gives 20% resistance plus 5% maximum resistance instead of 10% resistance plus 20% increased resistance. I think that's a good balance. Reduce the scaling cost of dismantling, and here we are. Increase the drop rate of Blood of Chthon from Chthonic hero monsters. Yay! Right now that we don't need it. Oh, we'll see. Alright, on the classes there's not that much. On the Arcanist, increased damage scaling on Skyshot and its modifier Frozen Core. So that has been it with the patch notes. Okay, so what did build 23 do to Grim Dawn? Well, in my opinion, it brought a lot of new players back, and if not immediately, they will come back to check out build 23. And I've noticed, or at least I thought about some interesting things. Now that blueprints have had their drop rates increased by, well, they say slightly, but I think it's been a bit more than slightly. I think people are still going to farm Steps of Torment, and with the change to Blood of Chthon being, having its drop rates also increased. And I actually think that people are still going to farm Steps of Torment. Now they're going to do it faster and easier, and they will get all the blueprints that they needed. At least that's what I'm going to do for a while. And well, it's an interesting addition to the game. There's a lot of new stuff that I will check out real soon, and I will post about it. I'll make videos about it, and anything that is really interesting or worthwhile, it's going to be there. So they said that the next part of Act 3 is supposed to arrive mid-March. That's well, I'll say it's a long time. I mean, we've got 5 new levels, which is a huge thing to all our characters, really, because we can get new builds, and some builds are going to be increased by a lot. For example, Arcanists desperately need skill points. They desperately need them, and now they got a few. And I think with these few, Arcanists are going to get quite a buff. And when the level cap is going to be raised even higher, I think Arcanists are going to be up there, because, well, in my opinion, the Arcanists have the most potential of all classes. But they need the skill points to be able to do that. And, well, we'll see. I'm really excited to play this. Unfortunately, it came at a really bad time for me, as I was filled with stuff that I had to do and so on, and I couldn't jump right into it. But now I have the time, and I'll see what Grim Dawn has to offer me. I really thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed Build 23, and I'll see you guys next time.